Hello and welcome to another video from Travels with Charlie, and this one comes from Yorkshire and we're at Castle Howard, which is a magnificent place to visit. The house itself is a Grade 1 listed building. It was built between 1701 and the early 1800s and it gets thousands of visitors per year, and there's a big car park here to park up. As well as the house and the historic gardens, there is also here a garden centre which you can visit if you want to buy some garden things. And here we are at the main entrance, and there's a lovely little cafe there. Cakes and tea, and advertising there the garden centre, which is open every day. And this magnificent courtyard, they sometimes have a pop-up Betty's tea room here, which is very famous in Yorkshire and famous throughout the world. This is a private residence and it's been home to the Howard family, the Carlisle branch of the Howard family, for over 300 years. The creation of Castle Howard started in 1699 and it was the design work of John Vanbrugh. It wasn't fully completed until 1811 with the decoration of the Long Gallery. This is a massive estate and we're going to show you quite a lot of the gardens and a little look at the building itself. We're really going to focus on the historic gardens here. The estate here is really big. It used to have its own railway station, and this is around 15 miles away from the historic city of York. There is something for nearly everyone here, including some water here for dogs. It is a really dog-friendly place. We'll put more details down below in the description box on this place with the admission prices as well. But it wasn't particularly cheap to get in, I've got to say, and it could really mount up if you have quite a big family. They do a family ticket, however. The house was first opened to the public in 1952. This is Grade 1 listed on the National Register of Historic Parks and Gardens. There was a large fire in 1940 which destroyed parts of the house, and we've got some still images from inside the house coming up later on the video. Now when you do come here, if you just want to visit the gardens, you can. If you just want to visit the house and gardens, you can do that as well. There are places for the kids to play and lots of gardens for mum and dad to look at. And no doubt when you leave at the end of looking round, you can go to the garden centre and buy some of these plants. Now I'm not an expert when it comes to gardens, so I haven't got a clue what any of these plants are, to be honest. I might know a couple of them, but not many. It's lovely to see, however, these lovely plants with all these butterflies flying around and this beautiful walled garden, which is really quite something. It is accessible for people in a wheelchair, but I would imagine if it gets wet and a bit boggy, it might not be that suitable to be wandering up and down here. Coming up, we'll be having a look at Atlas Fountain and some images from inside the house, and wait till you see the house. It is magnificent, and you might actually recognise it. Well, that's an ugly looking thing, isn't it? Dripping water there. And what we got here, is that rhubarb? It looks like rhubarb, doesn't it? And I like these thistly things. Some seats to sit down and enjoy the gardens. And through the arch, I call this bit the white garden because all the plants here are fairly white. Snowdrops and daffodils. Not a daffodil in sight. Some roses there, and some red ones. I don't like them ones, they look a bit angry, don't they? They look like triffids. These lovely gates. And lovely, isn't it? All the trees. All the different colours. Really nice. Beautiful gardens. Do you know what these plants are called? I love this bit. I enjoyed walking down here. All these sort of wooden things. Do they call them pergolas? With all the plants growing over them and dangling down. And the wall in the background. Beautiful. Oh, cover your eyes, it's a bare bottom. Let's have a look. Hello love, how you doing? Get some clothes on. And again, beautiful walking down here. And here comes the pond. Now that pond is full of fish. I don't know if you see any of them floating around, but it's full of fish. And there's a little boy there having a pee. He's got wings, so he must be some sort of cupid or something. And he's got a fish on his shoulder. Must be difficult to have a pee with a fish on your shoulder, I would imagine. And through here we go. And look at these pyramids. They're pretty, aren't they? And there's a statue here. I'm not sure who the statue is. Must take a lot of work, so hats off to the gardeners. And here, look at this, a little secret area here. Now I love this because it's got a little seating area where you could just hide out, away from everyone else. Here it is. You could sit here with a flask of tea, a cheese and pickle sandwich, and a good book. sure you will agree that these are beautiful gardens, and we're heading now towards the house. And do you recognise it? Well, you might do, because it's been on lots of films, the most famous of which was the 1981 miniseries Brideshead Revisited, which you might remember, or Netflix Bridgerton. The house also features in that. And just down there is a cafe and also the gift shop, and we had a little bit of lunch there, and I had a Welsh rarebit sausage roll, which I've got to say was really nice. So if you do go there, do try that, it's really good. And there's a statue of a man carrying a horse, and that's a big pot, isn't it? And there's the house again, and a little ramp up to the Atlas fountain, which really is quite a feat of architecture. The mermaid men blowing on the trumpets. More statues here, lots of statues here to see. Looked like there was one of Bruce Forsyth down there. And here we go, having a look through the woods, the wooded area. Very nice, some beautiful trees and a big lake in the background. And there's the house again. And somewhere to sit. In 2005, Castle Howard won the Inclusion and Accessibility Award, and it also won the Attraction of the Year. There is currently a 21st century Renaissance project going on here, where they are lovingly restoring some further aspects of the house, many of the things which were destroyed in the 1940 fire. You can also do a film set tour, so you can have a look at the places where some of the films and dramas were filmed. There are plenty of places to have something to eat or a cup of Yorkshire tea here. You can go to the Fitzroy Cafe, which is in the main house. There's the Boathouse Cafe. You've also got the Courtyard Cafe and another coffee shop as well. And there is a time capsule here which was buried in 1982, and it's not to be opened for 2,000 years. I've no idea what they will make of a thriller LP, a video of E.T. and a bag of Tutti Fruities. And we're at the other side of the house now. It really is a magnificent house and a great place to visit. And like I said, we will put more details down below in the description box, so you can have a read for yourself all about Castle Howard in Yorkshire. And we're going to leave you now with some images of inside the house, Castle Howard. There's a head there, sat there on the wall. Beautiful architecture, paintings and sculptures. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.